Alright, so here's a quick explanation of how to create the formant waves in Sytrus. So I have recordings of all the cycles here, so just kind of show what that looks like. So if we drag the 8th formant into here and then we play it, um, kind of see it's got this upwards, then downward, and some noisy area. But the thing to look at is here where it seems to be a high frequency sine wave that has roughly triangular-ish envelope over here where it starts off loud and then gets softer over time. So we can achieve a similar effect using the RM in Sytrus. So what you would do is you would start with any operator, and you can half it so that it only gives the first half of the cycle, and then this skew can create that sort of volume curve that we see here. So you see it starts loud, gets quiet. Unfortunately, you can only skew to the right in Sytrus, so ours is going to be backwards compared to a normal formant wave, but I don't think that actually affects the sound at all since it's all audio rate anyways. So then you will, whatever output you're using, you'll take that and modify it 100% by this operator that has this envelope. So in this case, I'm using operator 6. Turn that up. So now we can see we like a first formant here. And so if we turn up the ratio of this, we can get the higher formant peaks. So this is 8 times the fundamental, so this would be the equivalent to the 8 formant that I was showing. So this is kind of the output here versus the same. The original is a little bit noisier. I think that's probably because of the way I recorded it and cut it, so it has like a little snap in there. So the original Sytrus one's a little bit more clean. But now that you've got this set up to control, you can actually modify this in any way you want now to kind of change the sound of this. So if you want like a thicker sound, so let me change this so that it's FMing. So I'm going to change this to modifying number 2. And then FM 6 by 2. Change this back down to 1, change 2 to 8. So we'll see that sounds similar to when you modify it by you'll just notice that the Sytrus one's like a little bit cleaner just because that waveform that's being generated is a little bit cleaner. But now that you've got that set up, you can change the pitch of the formant. So you can do a lower formant, higher formants. So you could do a formant far higher frequency than you could originally. Compared to FM8, or you can bring this back down to normal level. You can adjust the envelope to make it more or less sort of saturated. You can even change the shape of the wave from being a sine to, say, triangle. And of course, if you look at this output, it still generates that sort of formant wave shape output. So in this way, you get a lot more control over the tonality of your initial sound. And usually I also like to add just a tiny bit of noise just to dirty up the signal a bit. So this is with no noise. A little bit of noise, it just adds some crunch, which will be more noticeable once you've added OTT and other distortions and stuff. So yeah, that's how you make formant waves in Sytrus. You use an RM envelope, half the cycle, and then use the skew and the tension to adjust the shape of that envelope until you get the formant quality you're looking for.